Let's go. Make no excuses now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go.
Hey guys, it's Bob Ferngren, and I'm back with a whole series of videos now about getting what you want. You know, for me, it was about 8 or 9 years ago, I read a book called The Big Red Book. What do you want to accomplish the next 5 years? It says 5 on it. It's Big Red Book with the word or the numerical 5 on the front of it. And I'm sorry I don't remember who wrote it, but now you'll probably find it easily on Amazon or wherever. Okay, so I read this book, and it's kind of a cool book because it's kind of a workbook of all the things you need to do to be successful over the next 5 years. But in that book, there's a study that's been done by Princeton University, and it said the following, and I'm paraphrasing, that 80% of people fail. They don't even get what they want. And the reason why is because they don't know what they want. 80% of people don't even know what they want. So that leaves 20%, and it goes on to say that 16% have goals, 4% have them written down, and 1% have them written down and review them regularly. Well, on a training call yesterday, I shared, you would be foolish if you now know that statistic, if you know that successful people are successful primarily because they know exactly what they want, they have written specific goals, and they review them regularly. I mean, kind of be foolish not to do that. I mean, how difficult in all the things we have to do in life is to identify what we want. A great man by the name of Ron Reynolds, who was actually mentored by Jim Rohn, said the following: what you need to do is get out a legal pad, and on that legal pad, first you write out everything you want in your life. And it doesn't matter whether it takes you 15 minutes or it takes you 15 days. Write out everything you want in life. Why not? And then on another legal pad, write out what you don't want in your life. You know, clearly by doing just those two things, you're able to identify the things, the people, the experiences that you want to have in your life and the things that you want to get out of your life. You know what's weird to me, when I discovered that 8 or 9 years ago, while I knew that it was important to have goals, and I knew that it was important to have written goals, and I always wanted big things, and I always saw big things, and I always wanted to be wealthy, you know, what I started doing differently was having those goals everywhere, written down everywhere. And what I began to see in every book I read, every seminar I went to, every successful speaker I listened to, was the following: that people who are successful have written goals and they speak about their goals. And so what I started doing is I started declaring and writing down specific income goals that I wanted to achieve by specific dates. And as I got close to that goal, I doubled it. And as I got close to that goal, I doubled it. And as I got close to that goal, I doubled it. And so I began to speak and have written in front of me. And what that caused me to do, of course, was to act on it. So, well, I'm going to give you about 5 or 6 videos on the power of knowing what you want and on the power of goals and how goals can work for you. The first thing you got to do is sell out on the idea that successful people always have written goals. They speak about those goals. They're not afraid to speak about their better future. So, hey, let's just start there. Today is a great day for you to write down. Maybe if you're successful already, you know that you need to know where you're going to be in the next 5 to 10 years. Just make sure you've got that in front of you. Maybe you have never written a goal that has a 12-month due date on it. Isn't it a perfect time, as we're right where we're at right now, to write out where you want to be next year at this time, income-wise? You know, what type of home you want to be living in, what type of relationships you want to be living or having. Why not write out everything you want to have by this time next year? Why not start with just having annual goals and then keep those in front of you? I'm going to talk to you about chopping up those goals into 3-month and then monthly goals too. But there's so much power, guys, in knowing exactly what you want. So the first The first goal for you then is to write out everything that you want in your life and then write out everything you don't want. Hey, let's go.
Let's go. Make no excuses now. I'm